Hi, everyone. We'll get started in a couple of minutes. Thank you for joining. Please sit comfortably. Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining. Welcome to today's session. For those of you who are attending for the second, third, or fourth time, welcome back. For those of you who are attending for the first time, welcome. This is Sahaj Yoga Meditation. And in the photograph here, you can see this is Shrimataji Nirmala Devi. She is the founder of Sahaj Yoga. She started this practice or this technique in the 70s, and it is in progress till today. A little bit about myself. My name is Anusha. I recently graduated from college. I just started working recently. I have been practicing Sahaja Yoga since I was 5 years old. My parents started this, and eventually, even I started meditating. When I was younger, I never understood the importance of meditation. But as I grew older, especially during my teens, I understood the importance and I started meditating for myself. And the benefits are unexplainable. It's just a wonderful experience, just your mental being, physical being, and spiritual being, everything gets enlightened through this meditation. It's benefited me in many ways. And one of the reasons that I'm doing this session is to pass along the message to all the other people. So, a little bit, so just to talk a little bit more about Sahaj Yoga. Sahaj Yoga is a practice that was, again, founded by Sri Mataji Nirmala Devi. This was back in the 70s. And the reason that she came up with this kind of technique is because she saw how human beings, just in general, all of us, we are constantly thinking. We are either thinking about the past or we're thinking about the future. There is no in between. And if you think about it intuitively, if you're not thinking, you are. Whenever you try to achieve peace, the reason that you can't achieve peace is because you're thinking about the past or the future. And this is what we call mental worry or stress, in other words. What through this Sahaja Yoga meditation, what we try to do is when we're thinking, we try to increase the gap between two thoughts. So right now I'm thinking of like something about my work, and then the next few seconds, I'm not thinking about anything. But then a few seconds after, let's say 10 or 15 seconds after, I get another thought through Sahaja meditation, the process, what we try to do, actively try to do, and this happens also spontaneously, what we do is we try to increase that gap between a thought and between two thoughts. And this gap, it's not like you're asleep or something. You are in your complete senses, you know what's going on around you, you're completely aware. And this is the state that we call in Sahaja Yoga terms thoughtless awareness. And obviously we actively try to achieve this state, but also through a practice called self-realization. This is a technique that we'll just walk through this technique. What happens is we achieve this thoughtless awareness spontaneously. And self-realization, it comprises of a bunch of steps. And what self-realization means is we're awakening the energy within us. So there is this energy called the Kundalini energy. It is at the base of our spine. So this energy is basically all nerves. It's settled at the base of our spine. It's in all human beings. Just by the fact that we are human beings, it's within all of us. Over time, what happens is when you're younger, you have no worries. You're not thinking too much. You're not thinking about anything. You're just in a joyful state. And in a way, you're in thoughtless awareness. But over time, as we develop, as we grow up, ego gets established within us. We start thinking, we start making decisions for ourselves. Because of all of this, the Kundalini energy settles down at the base of our spine, and it is in a dormant state. So, through self realization, what we're going to do is we're going to awaken this Kundalini energy. And once this Kundalini energy gets awakened, it passes through all of our energy centers. So it's at the base of our spine. I'm not sure you can see, but it's at the base of our spine. And then it gets awakened and it goes and it pierces through the top of our head. And everything, again, in Sahaja Yoga is very symbolic. It's just an experience that you feel. So when it goes through all of these energy centers, you may have some kinds of experiences because Sahaja Yoga is a process that is mental, physical, and spiritual altogether. So what happens is all the Kundalini energy goes through all of these energy centers, and there are 7 energy centers within all of us. And if you go to a doctor and you ask them, do I have some bundles of nerves in like these specific energy centers? And they're going to reply yes, because there are these energy centers, there are these specific points on our body, and all of these are just bundles of nerves. So the Kundalini energy passes through all of this, and which is why when this is happening, we feel something on our hands, on the top of our head, and anywhere all over our body, just because we're awakening this energy. So people might have different experiences. Ideally, what happens is you feel a cool breeze at the top of your head and on your palms. So that is the ideal experience. But obviously, there can be different experiences. People might feel tingling sensations, some kind of heat, some kind of shakiness. So any kind of experience that you feel means that the energy within you has started working, and that is always a positive sign. But even if you don't feel anything, that's completely fine. There's so many people who didn't feel anything for the first time, but over time, as you continue to meditate, the your vibrations is what we call it. Your vibrations strengthen more, and you understand what's happening with yourself. So just to summarize Sage Yoga in general, it is basically a technique of self diagnosis and self treatment. So, by self diagnosis, what I mean is these energy centers within you, as you know, our body is comprised with all nerves and everything connected to different parts of our body. So, the different energy centers on our subtle system or on our spine correspond to different organs, and all of these end up on our hands, as on our toes, and on the top of our head. So let's say all these energy centers on our hand, they correspond to different energy centers on our spine, and these correlate to the different organs. So let's take, for example, this finger, the index finger. It relates to the Vishuddhi chakra. So we'll go deeper into this soon, but just to give an overview, this is the Vishuddhi chakra. So as you start meditating, you understand more about these energy centers. And so this is what self-diagnosis is. You sit in meditation, you feel something's going on with this specific energy center, and then you diagnose for yourself. You realize that this is something that has to do with my throat. Maybe I was talking too much today, or I didn't say enough. So just those kinds of things. And we have like certain techniques that could balance these out. And once that happens, and once you feel that energy working through you, you feel the cool breeze. And when that is established, you have the thoughtless awareness, and you find inner peace. And inner peace is one of the biggest gifts that you can ever get for yourself, or you can find for yourself. Inner peace, how can you have, Shrimataji saying was always that, how can you expect peace outside and within people unless you have peace inside? So this is the first step into seeking inner peace. So, without further ado, let's get started on the self realization. So, it's basically 5 steps or 7 steps. The first step is everything in Sahaja Yoga we do with our hands. It's but it's very symbolic. So, the first step is we put our hand on the left side of our heart. So, this is the first step. The second step is at the lower part of our abdomen. Let me just adjust my camera. So, the second step is at the upper part of our abdomen, then the lower part, then back to the upper part, and then back here. And then we're going to move it to the left side of our neck, the joint where the neck meets the shoulder, our forehead, and then finally the top of our head. So these are the steps, but I'll guide you through it. So it's going to be very simple. If I would suggest removing your shoes and sitting in a place that's more comfortable, either on the floor, like I'm sitting on the floor. It just helps with more grounding. Everything in Sahaja Yoga is very symbolic. We use all the elements around us. As you can see, I have a candle over here and I'm sitting on the floor. So everything is very symbolic. I would suggest removing your shoes again just for more grounding. Or if you're sitting on a chair, again, remove your shoes and have your feet on the ground. So I usually have my hands here or on my lap. So we can get started. You can close your eyes. And just focus on your breathing for a couple of seconds. Just breathe in, out, and if with the thoughts, just try to observe them. Don't try to engage with them. Just try to watch your thoughts from an outside perspective. Try to not engage with it too much. We'll breathe, we'll take deep breaths. Breathe in, hold, breathe out. Breathe in, hold, breathe out. Breathe in, hold, breathe out. With our eyes closed, we'll take our right hand and put it on the left side of our heart. Here we're going to question, and we're speaking to the Mother Kundalini energy within us. This energy has been with us since we were born. It's kind of like a black box. So there's no shame in talking to this mother energy within yourself. We're going to ask, Mother, who am I? Am I this mind? Am I this body? Am I this intellect? Mother Kundalini, who am I? We'll now move our hand to the upper part of our abdomen. Here we'll ask, Mother, am I my own master? Am I my own teacher? Do I have complete control over my actions? Am I my own master? Your left hand can be just on your lap or let loose, whichever you find more comfortable. We'll now move our right hand to the lower part of our abdomen. Here we're going to question, Mother, do I possess, do I have the pure knowledge? And by pure knowledge, we mean the knowledge about ourselves. Mother, am I completely self-aware? Now we're going to affirm, Mother, I am completely self-aware and I have the pure knowledge, the knowledge about myself. We'll now move back up to the upper part of our abdomen. Here, let's answer the question. Since I have the pure knowledge, I am my own master, I am my own teacher. Mother Kundalini, I am my own master, I am my own teacher. Keeping our eyes closed, we'll move back up where we started. Put our hand on our heart on the left side. Here we'll answer the question. Mother Kundalini, I am the pure spirit. I'm not this mind. I'm not this body. I'm not this intellect. I am the pure spirit. I am completely self aware and I am my own master. Now we'll move our hand to the joint where the neck meets the shoulder on the left side and slightly tilt our head to the right. Here we'll say, Mother Kundalini, I am not guilty. Without thinking of any specific person, any specific incident, just try to say this affirmation. You may not completely agree with it or disagree with it. Just try to witness. Mother Kundalini, I am not guilty. Try to feel what's happening as you say these affirmations on your left hand, on the top of your head, anywhere else. If there's any sensation, make note of that. We'll now move our hand to our forehead and slightly bend our head forward. This is the center of our mind where we have all the thoughts. Here we're going to say, Mother, I forgive. Without thinking again of any specific person or any specific incident, we can just say the statement, Mother, I forgive. I am not guilty, so I forgive myself. Mother, I forgive. I forgive those who have even done harm to me. I forgive myself. If there aren't any thoughts, just don't try to not engage with the thought. If thoughts are coming, just watch them. We'll now move our hand to the top of our head and slightly put a little bit of pressure and rotate our scalp 7 times clockwise. And each time we're going to request the Mother Kundalini within all of us. Mother Kundalini, please give me my self realization. As we say this, we can rotate 7 times clockwise. Mother Kundalini, please give me my self realization. Mother Kundalini, please give me my self realization. You can say the remaining 4 times. Once you're done, you can bring your hand back to your lap. Both the palms open. Just stay in this silence for just a couple of minutes and just feel what's happening on your hands, on the top of your head, all over. Let's slowly open our eyes. So, this was the self realization process, and we have now awakened the Kundalini energy within us. So anything that you felt, if you felt heavy on one side, warm on the other, cool on the other, these can all be decoded. But just the biggest takeaway here is that if you felt something that is really great, because that's what Tej Yoga is. Now, if as I'm in meditation, I know that there's something going on this energy channel or this energy center. So in Sage Yoga, along with the seven energy centers, we have the left and the right channel. So the left side symbolizes the past or excessive emotions. The right side, on the other hand, signifies the future or excessive ambition. So if you feel like there is heat on one side, cool on the other, it probably relates to those energy centers. And vibrations, what you feel, change on a daily basis. They change every second. They change based on the things you did the past day. So it's always constantly changing. So we're going to do this small technique called balancing, which effectively tries to use the elements around us to bring our left and the right side into balance. The idea is that we don't want to be thinking about the past, neither do we want to be thinking about the future. So, by using this balancing technique, we're trying to stay in the present and we're trying to establish once again that thoughtless awareness. So, just a quick thing that I forgot to mention before. Sahaja Yoga, the word itself, Sahaja means something that's spontaneous or something that's born within. So the energy that's born, so the Sahaja, what's born within is the Kundalini energy. And what's spontaneous is this self realization and achieving this thoughtless awareness. And yoga means the union. So, as we were trying to awaken this energy, the Kundalini energy goes through all of these energy centers under the top of our head. As we went through all of those steps, at the top of our head, it gets connected to the energy all around us. And this energy, you can call it divine, you can call it the cosmic energy, up to you, completely your personal preference. So that's what Sahaja Yoga in essence means. And once that energy is connected, once your energy is connected to the energy all around, you feel that you're a part of a whole. And this experience is completely blissful. It is when you achieve self-realization, and through practicing every day, just these. So you don't have to do, now that you've got your realization, you don't have to do these steps that we just went through. We can just do this regular meditation. I have been doing meditation since 15 years. It's still the same thing. So, people who start on day one and the people who've been doing it since 15 years, it is all the same curriculum that we follow. There's nothing different. But as you keep meditating, you learn new things, you learn more things about your subtle system and how to self-diagnose and clear those energy centers. So we're going to do a quick technique called balancing. So again, as I mentioned, balancing is just to bring, sometimes there's excessive energy on the left or the right channels, and this might be due to personality or things that you do. So we can now balance those out and see if we feel any different than before. So just like we'll take a couple of seconds. So for balancing, we're gonna put our right hand on, you can let it loose if you're sitting on a chair or put it on the ground if you're sitting on the ground. And we're gonna put our left hand open. And for the right side, we're going to put our right hand back here and the left hand towards the sky with your palm facing towards you. So we'll walk through this again, but that's what the gist of balancing is. So, balancing once again, sometimes there's excessive energy on either of these energy centers. And through this technique, we're giving off that energy for the left side through the ground, for the right side through the sky. And we are trying to be in the balance state. So, we'll feel what's happening right now, and then we'll do the balancing. And then once again, we'll see what's happening. So, let's close our eyes, get a little more comfortable, and we'll get started with the balancing. So close your eyes and just feel what's happening on your fingertips, on your palm, on the top of your head. Is there a heaviness? Is there a tingling sensation? Is there warm breeze, cool breeze? Just make small mental notes. Now we'll clear the left channel. So the right hand goes to the ground. If you're sitting on the floor, you can just you can touch your hand to the floor. If you're sitting on a chair, you can just let it loose. And your left hand is on your lap, wherever you're comfortable. Again, we're going to be talking to the Mother Kundalini energy within us. Mother, please remove all the excessive thoughts about the past into the earth element. Please suck all of our emotional imbalances into the Mother Earth. We'll just feel what's happening on our left hand. Try to feel the flow of energy from the left side all the way through the right. We'll now clear the right channel. So we'll bring our right hand back on our lap, and the left hand goes up towards the sky, palm facing towards you. This time we're going to be using the sky element. Again, we'll talk to the mother energy within us. There's no shame in talking to this energy. It's been there within you since you were born. Mother, please remove all the excessive thinking about the future into the sky element. Please remove all the excessive ambitiousness, all the excessive thinking. Please remove all the thoughts about the future. Just try to observe what's happening on our right hand. If there's a shift in vibrations. We'll now bring both our hands back to our lap. Slowly open our eyes whenever we're ready. So I hope that you felt something different this time, if that experience was better or from the self-realization. So usually if you want to sit down in meditation, this is one of the things that you can do. This is one of the techniques that I do every morning when I meditate. I wake up, I feel what's happening. Am I feeling warm, cool on one side? Based on that, so that's my diagnosis. And then based on that, I clear out my left channel or my right channel, and I observe the vibrations. And through this clearing out, also the thoughtless awareness, that state increases. I'm not saying that on day one that you'll be completely thoughtless, and that it takes time, it takes practice, and this state is established over time. So that was the self-realization and balancing. So for those of you who may have come before, you probably already know of these techniques. Today, we're going to go a little more deeper. We're going to go into the fourth energy channel, which is the Anahata Chakra, which is our heart. So, as I mentioned before, everything, as yoga is very medical, very spiritual, everything is connected. So, today we're going to be focusing on the nerves and on the energy center of the heart. So the energy center of the heart has qualities associated with it. So these qualities relate to self-esteem, self-confidence, having no insecurity. So we're going to be meditating on this energy center today. The past few weeks we've been doing the first few energy centers. Today we have reached the Anahata, the heart chakra. So we can just get started. It's going to be a very simple. You can just follow along. So we'll once again close our eyes and we'll take deep breaths. So the element of the heart chakra is air. So we're going to use the air element to purify or clear our heart chakra. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a deep breath, hold it for a couple of seconds, and then let go. And when we're holding it, we're going to think of all the negative emotions that have been bothering us these past few days or this past day, and just put all of that on that when we're holding it, and then let it go. So we'll start. Take a deep breath, hold the breath, put in all the negative attention, all the negative thoughts, everything that has been bothering you since morning. Try to gather all of that on that specific breath. And now we let it go. We'll do this 2 or 3 more times. We'll now take our right hand and put it on the center part of our heart. The Mother Kundalini energy within us responds to different ways. So, one of the ways that we can awaken this energy is by using some sounds. So, for the heart chakra specifically, the sound is yum. And since this heart chakra has 12 petals, we can take yum 12 times, and each time we can just slowly tap. So we'll start. Yum, 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 yum. Yum, 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 yum. Yum, 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 yum. This energy center relates to our self-esteem, self-confidence. Here we'll request our Mother Kundalini. Mother, please give me self-confidence. Please establish self-confidence within my being. Please provide me with self-esteem. Please remove the insecurities that are affecting me through my thoughts. We'll now move our right hand to the left side of our heart. So this is the left side of the Anahata chakra. So each chakra has a left and a right side to it. Right now we are working on the left Anahat. Some of the qualities associated with this energy center are becoming the complete spirit and detachment. So here we'll request our Mother Kundalini to give us those qualities. Mother, please make me a detached person. Please help me love everything around, but with detachment. Please make me the pure spirit. Please teach me how to love and be compassionate with detachment. We'll now bring our right hand back to our lap, and we'll take our left hand and put it on the right side of our heart. This energy center relates to different qualities than the left side. So we'll close our eyes. This energy center relates to responsibility. Here again, we'll request the Mother Kundalini. Mother, please make me a responsible person. Please remove all the excess responsibility that I feel. Please establish righteousness within me. And please establish pure love and pure compassion. We'll now bring our hand back on our lap and we'll just stay in this silence for a few minutes with our attention on the heart where we just meditated and at the top of our head, which is the seventh energy channel, the Sahasrara chakra. If there are thoughts, that's okay. Just try to watch the thought from a distance. Try to not engage with it. We'll just feel what's happening all over our body, specifically at the top of our head and on our hands. In this state, just try to enjoy the music for a couple of seconds. I hope that you felt nice. We can open our eyes whenever we're ready. So, this concludes our self realization, balancing, and chakra meditation. So, please feel free to visit our website and meditate along with us. But usually, the way I do meditation is I do meditation twice a day. I wake up in the morning, I feel my vibrations, I see how I'm feeling. Based on that, I do my balancing. And if there's any specific energy center that I feel on my hand, we're going to get deeper into that as we progress through the sessions. But if there's any specific energy center that I feel, then I work on that, just like how we did with the chakra meditation. So I do this in the morning and then I do this in the evening as well. So in the morning, I start my day off with a balanced mode, and then over time, obviously, things go here and there, thoughts come in, and then towards the end of the day, I try to establish that balance once again, and then I go to bed. So that's how I do my meditation, around 15 minutes in the morning, and then again 15 minutes in the evening. So I really hope you enjoyed the session, and I hope to see you all next week. Thank you for joining.